don't get it at all. This isn't a surrender. This isn't a defeat. This is a final statement that will echo in the street. This is my last symphony, composed in blood and steel. The only moment in my life that's ever felt this real. I will not be a footnote. I will not be a ghost. I will be the legend that the victors fear the most. This is a beautiful end, a blaze of perfect glory. This is a beautiful end, the ending of the story. So let them come and face me, let them see the smiling face of a man who'd rather die on his feet than live in this disgrace. Let the final curtain fall. A gentleman can choose his clothes, and he can choose his wine. And when the time is upon him, he can choose the battle line. They cannot take my honor. They cannot take my soul. The ultimate and final prize is my own self-control. This is not their victory. This is my choice. This is a beautiful end, a blaze of perfect glory. This is a beautiful end, the ending of the story. So let them come and face me, let them see the smiling face of a man who'd rather die on his feet than live in this disgrace. Let the final curtain fall. The boardroom is so boring. The silence is a bore. I'm tired of your charts and your profits from the war. I need a little friction. I need a little heat. I need the sound of shattering glass along the city street. You see a world in order, I see a stagnant pool, and I'm the stone that's coming now to break your precious rule. is an illusion for children in the night. True beauty is the glorious and unpredictable fight between the darkness and the light, the saint and the damn sinner. And in a world of beautiful chaos, I'm always the damn winner. Beautiful chaos, the thunder and the rain, the wreckage of a perfect plan that's driving you insane. I am the wild card in the deck, the unexpected flaw, the living, breathing, beautiful exception to law. Yeah, thrive in the confusion. I'm laughing at the storm. This is where a man like me was always meant to be a map of black and white, a comfortable existence in a soft and steady light. They offered me a salary, a pension and a cage, a bit part in a story on a predetermined page. They called me a damn fool when I smiled and walked away, and tossed their perfect blueprint for a rainy future day. They said the odds are all against you, you're gonna lose it all. I just looked them in the eye and said I'd rather take the fall. So I pushed my chips all in, a lifetime's worth of soul, on a long shot with a single damn uncompromising goal. I bet on myself when no one else would dare. I bet on my own hunger, on a whispered lonely prayer. 'Cause playing safe is dying slow. I'd rather burn out fast and build a future from the fire of a solitary past. The first years were a battle, lived on coffee and on nerve, learning every lesson on a brutal learning curve. For every door they slammed on me, I built a better one. I learned to trust the darkness till I could command the sun. They saw a man who's failing, I saw a man who's free, building up an empire that the world was yet to see. From the ashes of solitary past. The greatest risk a man can take is to never take the chance to live inside the rhythm of a pre-recorded dance. But my soul needs a battlefield, my heart needs a new war. That's what this dangerous freedom is really truly for. Push my chips all in, a lifetime's worth of soul on a long shot with a single damn uncompromising goal. I bet on myself when no one else would dare. I bet on my own hunger, on a whispered lonely prayer. 'Cause playing safe is dying slow. I'd rather burn out fast and build a future from the fire of a solitary past. Cradle was the rain, my father was a hurricane, my mother was the pain. I did not ask for this dark crown or this accursed name, but I was born into the chaos, I was baptized in the flame. He built this house on secrets, he built this house on fear, and when he fell they whispered that the end was finally here. They didn't see the shadow standing in the wings, ready to conduct the choir that the coming winter sings. I am the son of the tempest, I am the heir to the throne, the violence in my marrow, the chill inside my bone. This is not a burden, this is the legacy I claim. I will not just repeat his moves, I'll redefine the game. I was born of the storm, and the storm will bow to me. A new and darker chapter for the world to finally see. A pale and fading sun. They don't know that my real education has only just begun. He taught me how to conquer, I taught myself to rule. He taught me how to be a tyrant, I will be serene and cruel. A more effective instrument of absolute design. Son of the tempest, I am the heir to the throne, the violence in my marrow, the chill inside my bone. This is not a burden, this is the legacy from the window of the keep. He wonders if I have the strength, the promises to keep. Old man, you built the prison, now watch me build the world. See the banner of a new king finally unfurled. I am the son of the tempest. I am the heir to the throne. The violence in my marrow, the chill inside my bone. This is not a burden, this is the legacy I claim. I will not just repeat his moves, I'll redefine the game. I was born of the storm, and the storm will bow to me. A new and darker chapter for the world to finally see. Coming down now, the sky is turning black. The rats are fleeing from the ship, there's no way of turning back. The air is thick with panic, a symphony of fear. But this is where I operate, this is why I'm here. Oh, they are screaming for a savior, I'm directing the whole flood. This beautiful destruction is pumping through my blood. The sirens are a choir, and the chaos is a song. This is the brutal, perfect world where I have always belonged. I am the eye of the storm, the calm in the debris, the only point of stillness for as far as you can see. This chaos is my element, this madness is my art. I thrive under the pressure that would tear a fool apart. Yeah, I am the eye of the storm, a king upon my throne. The only thing that's stable in this violent twilight zone. They see the world is ending, I see it's being born. A chance to build anew from all the wreckage and the scorn. They're trying to find shelter, I am learning how to fly. They're praying for the rain to stop by moaning the whole sky. This isn't devastation, it's a cleansing of the slate. A perfect clean foundation on which I can create my masterpiece of order from their scattered worthless parts. I am the eye of the storm, the common and debris, the only point of stillness for as far as you can see. This chaos is my element, this madness is my art. I thrive under the pressure that would tear a fool apart. Yeah, I am the eye of the storm, a king upon my throne. The only thing that's stable in this violent twilight zone. When everything is shaking, the truth is what remains. And the only truth that matters is the one who still contains his will, his nerve, his vision, his soul all in one piece. This isn't hell, my friend, for I wasn't born to privilege, no silver in my head, just a stubborn heart and callous soul in a harsh and barren land. Every lesson that I learned was written down in blood. I learned to stand and fight back in the fire and the flood. They try to break my spirit, they try to grind me down. They didn't know they were just forging the man who'll take the crown. For every time they beat me, the steel grew ever true. They made me what I am today. My thanks go out to you. I was forged in fire, baptized in the flame. The hardship and the agony are what taught me the game. Every scar is a reminder, every burn of victory. The hell they put me through is what created me. I was forged in fire, now I am unbreakable. I was forged in fire, unstoppable. So now you see me rising, a specter from the past. You see the finished product that was always built to last. You throw your worst right at me, and you wonder why I smile. Your hurricane's a summer breeze compared to my first trial. This pressure doesn't scare me, your threats are just a bar. I've walked through flames 1,000 times, and I'll walk through 1,000 more. This isn't even a challenge, it's just Tuesday afternoon. I was forged in fire, baptized in the flame. The hardship and the agony are what taught me the game. Every scar is a reminder, every burn of victory. The hell they put me through is what created me. I was forged in fire, now I am unbreakable. intention of changing the whole game, but they always come back knocking and whispering my name, because they need a bedrock, a truth that will not bend, a final hard foundation on which everything depends. I am the Constitution, the law that can't be broke, the single word of reason that is quietly invoked when all their little kingdoms have crumbled into dust. I am the gravity, the center of it all, the force that they all answer to, the reason that they fall, and the reason that they rise again to orbit me once more. I am the anchor in the chaos, I am the stillness in the war. You don't have to see me move to know that I'm in charge. My influence is cosmic, my presence is too large. Let the storms of fortune rage, and let the empires turn to sand. I am the constant North Star in this wild and shifting land. My power isn't in my fist, it's in my quiet soul. It's the unshakable conviction of my absolute control. can't afford the cost of true and raw integrity, of walking your own way and being your own harshest judge at the closing of the day. Pressure's building in the room. The temperature will rise. They're searching for a weakness behind my steady eyes. They're throwing their best punches, their insults and their rage. A primitive performance on a well-constructed stage. I feel the fire in my gut, a burning acid sea, but the face I show the world has no connection to the me that lives and breathes and rages in the fortress of my soul. for the poor and for the weak. The strongest man is silent when the lesser man would speak. But do not ever fool yourself, do not ever misread. That silence is not emptiness, it's a dark and dormant seed about to bloom. Trust the things they touch. They don't know that their reality doesn't matter very much. 'Cause I am not a resident of the world that you all see. I am the architect of what the world is meant to be. My will is not a simple wish, it is a physical command that rearranges molecules across the sea and land. we agree upon. But what happens when a man decides the story has been wrong? He doesn't just complain, he doesn't write a different book. He becomes the author and he changes how it looks. Watch me!
My spirit
this, a truth you'll understand. You can't appreciate the kingdom till you've lost the promised land. I'm stronger now and wiser, and my vision's crystal clear. My reign will not be questioned, my only rival is my fear. And I killed that bastard years ago. They're studying my movements, they're taking little notes, they're copying my style, right down to the quotes. They buy the same damn whiskey, they wear the same damn shoes. They're trying to grow a forest from a long forgotten root, but they're missing the essential, the thing they cannot fake, the fire in the spirit that you cannot learn or take. They're a blurry, cheap reflection, a shadow of a ghost, while I am still the author and I am still the host. 'Cause I am the blueprint, the original design. Every single choice you make was already a thought of mine. You can steal the paint and canvas, but you'll never have the art. I am the damn foundation, and you're just a falling apart. Imitation of the real thing, a whisper of the creed. I am the purebred stallion, you're just a lesser breed. They try to walk my footsteps, but their stride is never sure. They offer their solutions, but I am still the cure. They talk about the future, a future I have planned, and so to them is their idea right from the palm of my hand. It's a tragic little comedy, it's amusing to behold, the story of the copper that was trying to be gold. They're following a map I drew to lead them all astray. 'Cause I am the blueprint, the original design. Every single choice you make was already a thought of mine. You can steal the paint and canvas, but you'll never have the art. I just a lesser breed. True style is not a costume that you borrow for the night. It's the effortless conviction that you're always in the right. It's an aura and a presence that you cannot reproduce. So what's the point of all your effort? There is simply no excuse. You are a copy. Choice you make was already a thought of mine. You can steal the paint and canvas, but you'll never have the art. I am the damn foundation, and you're just a falling apart imitation of the real thing, a whisper of the creed. I am the purebred stallion, you're just a lesser breed. Tension, you could cut it with a knife. They're sweating through their cheap suits, playing for their life. The lawyers have all spoken with their eloquent demands. They think the power in this room is resting in their hands. They've made their final offer, they think they have me pinned. They don't know this whole battle in my mind. I've already grinned and won before they walked in, before they took a seat. Welcome to the closing table. The final act is played, where fortunes are decided and legacies are made. I'll let you have your moment, your last and prideful speech, while the prize you think you're winning is already out of reach. 'Cause this isn't a discussion, son, this is a decree. The only signature that matters here belongs to me. Cards with passion, you played them with some flair, but you showed your desperation, you showed that you were scared. I play a different angle, I don't play with hearts and spades. I play with human nature and the selfish little traits. A whisper to your partner, a promise to your foe. I planted all the seeds for this a long, long time ago. This moment was a foregone conclusion from the start. Welcome to the closing table. The final act is played, where fortunes are decided and legacies are made. I'll let you have your Are we done here?
And legacies are made. I'll let you have your moment, your last and prideful speech, while the prize you think you're winning is already out of reach. 'Cause this isn't a discussion, son, this is a decree. The only signature that matters here belongs to me. See a price tag, I only see the cost of the sleepless nights and bloody fights, the battles won and lost. This tailored suit I'm wearing ain't a frivolous affair. It's the armor that I put on for a world that doesn't care. This vintage car I'm driving isn't just a fine machine, it's a monument to every single doubt I've ever seen, and proven wrong with my own hands and my own sweat and tears. Yeah, I believe in the finer things, the leather and the lace, a 50-year-old whiskey in a quiet private place. Not to show the world my money, but to remind my damn self why I walk into the fire with a cool and steady eye. These trophies aren't for vanity, they're fuel for the next round, the quiet celebration on my hard-won battleground. They call it pure indulgence, I call it well-deserved, a payment for the discipline, the steady iron nerve. This watch upon my wrist here doesn't only tell the time, it tells the story of the mountains that I knew I had to climb. Each click is a reminder that the clock is always on. You either build a legacy or one day you'll be gone. So I choose to live with quality in every single deed. Yeah, I believe in the finer things, the leather and the lace, a 50-year-old whiskey in a quiet private ain't about the money. I got more than I can spend. It ain't about the power or a message I can send. It's not for the respect, and it's not for the applause. It's for the beautiful clean silence right after you break the laws. It's for the look in their eyes when they know they've been outplayed by the master of the universe that I myself have made. Some people collect art, I collect impossible feats, and the sweet taste of victory on these unforgiving streets. It's the thrill of the game, the art of the attack. It's the feeling when you're balanced on a razor's edge and back. The adrenaline's a vintage that I'm happy to abuse. It's the only drug a gentleman should ever really choose. Yeah, it's the thrill of the game. It's the only thing that's real. The masterful perfection of a well-executed deal. They worry about the consequences. I study the design. They're playing on their half of the board, but the whole damn thing is mine. I love the complications, the unexpected twist, the moment that the victory depends upon your fist, or a well-placed word, or a perfectly timed lie. It's the purest form of art, my friend, beneath the watchful sky. It's a dance on the volcano's edge, a waltz with destiny. And it's the thrill of the game, the art of the attack. It's the feeling when you're balanced on a razor's edge and back. The adrenaline's a vintage that I'm happy to abuse. It's the only drug a gentleman should ever really choose. Yeah, it's the thrill of the game. It's the only thing that's real. The masterful perfection of a well-executed deal. What's the point of having chips if you're not gonna let them ride? What's the point of having genius if you're gonna let it hide? The biggest risk of all in life is never taking one at all. So I'll gladly take the chance to rise and the chance that I might fall. 'Cause it's better than the sun. It's the thrill of the game, the art of the attack. It's the feeling when you're balanced on a razor's edge and back. The adrenaline's a bitch that I'm happy to abuse. It's the only drug a gentleman should ever really choose. Yeah, it's the thrill of the game. It's the only thing that's real. The masterful perfection of a well-executed deal. You see a threat, you're planning for a victory you haven't earned just yet. Your pawns are marching forward in a neat and tidy line. You're so proud of your little trap, you think it's so divine. But you're looking at the battle, I'm looking at the war. You don't even know what the hell you're really fighting for. Piece you move is just a part of my grand play. I decided how this ends before the start of yesterday. I'm living 3 moves ahead. Yeah, you're
the